So you're thinking about moving to Boise, Idaho, and maybe you visited or maybe you've seen some photos and you feel like the Treasure Valley, like Boise, Eagle, Kuna, places like that just aren't for you and it's not exactly what you're looking for. Today, we're going to be talking about Avamore, which might be the perfect fit for you. Hey guys, my name is Craig. I am a real estate agent here in Boise, Idaho. And if you guys want to know more about living in Boise and the real estate market, then be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and be notified when I post a video each week. My goal here on this channel is to be your eyes and ears and show you what Boise's like, to tell you about it, to go out and show you. And that's exactly what we're doing today. We are going to be highlighting a beautiful little planned community in the foothills of Boise called Avamore. So for starters, let's just kind of talk about where Avamore is. Avamore is kind of out of the valley, out of the Treasure Valley. It's on your way up 55, about 30 plus minutes from downtown Boise. And it's on your way as if you're driving up to McCall, Idaho. I'm gonna show it on a map right here. So as you can see, this is where Avamore is. And as we zoom out here, you can kind of see where it sits in relation to Eagle. Eagle is definitely gonna be the closest main town. Going north of Avamore, you're gonna hit Horseshoe Bend. Horseshoe Bend is really interesting. I actually lived in Eagle for a while and I drove to Horseshoe Bend just to do the DMV because there is no line out there and you get immediate service. Now let's go kind of big picture on Avamore. Avamore is unique. There's a lot of history to Avamore, what they've tried to do, what they're in the process of doing, but it is a master plan community. If you're somebody who doesn't want to necessarily live in Boise and you don't want to live in Eagle and you want to be in an area with a little bit of room to kind of spread your arms and have access, immediate access to the outdoors, and you don't want to feel like houses are necessarily on top of you, Avamore is really trying to fill that gap. When you think of Idaho, you typically aren't thinking of Meridian or Eagle, you're thinking of beautiful scenery and outdoors. Avamore gives you that. In Avamore, their goal is to create a community and homes so that people can do life out there. It's like the master plan of Avamore. They are building communities around homes. So if you were to look at Avamore, you would see there's like this centralized area right now where there's shops and centers and places for people to come together. And then there's a variety of different homes. There are large lots, there are smaller lots. They're not just putting one type of home out there. And all the homes all have access to these amenities and the parks and the foothills and mountain bike riding. I was talking with one of the guys there and he's like, our dream is that, let's take for example, say you own a veterinarian office. They're like, we want to make it so the guy who owns the veterinarian office can live out here and all his staff can also live out here and everybody can kind of work together and you don't have to leave Avamore. You can essentially say, yes, I like it out here. I want to do life out here. I want to work. I want to live. I want to play. Now, as you can see from this map right here, this is phase 1 of Avamore, but Avamore owns so much more than this. From here, they're going to be expanding north. Across the street, they have so much land, and as they continue to expand, they're going to sparsely populate the area, and when they make different areas, they're going to additionally build more communities. So yes, the current phase 1 has a community area where there's a pool and parks and all that stuff, but then they're going to replicate that as they keep going. So it's very different model when considering a place like Eagle or Boise or what you see happening in the Treasure Valley. It's very, very different. They essentially have the land and they're able to design it from the ground up. But with that being said, let me kind of paint a picture and tell you a little bit more about Avamore as you guys see some of the driving footage that I did. So Avamore is nestled in the picturesque Northwest Boise Foothills. Again, it is a master plan community of over 370 homes and counting. Its family-oriented neighborhood is sought after for its affordable new construction houses, access to Eagle, Idaho and the schools, community parks, and 100 miles of trails that are essentially accessible from your back door. Here are some of the amenities that are currently included in the Avamore community. You have a 12,000 square foot community center with an indoor swimming pool, large fitness center, multiple meeting rooms, lounge area, library annex, staging kitchen, and outdoor patio areas. Now let's talk about parks. Parks are plentiful in Avamore, with the 5-acre foothill heritage park boasting an amphitheater for large outdoor concerts and events, tennis court, soccer field, baseball diamond, basketball court, and one of my favorites, a catch and release fishing pond to take your kids or grandkids, or if you just want to go drop a line and catch fish. But what truly sets Avamore apart, and is kind of the crown jewel of it, is its surrounding and its location, and the fact that it's protected. Like, they own it. It's not gonna change. Over 60% of the community is preserved as open area, meaning when complete, Avamore Boise will have over 25 square miles of open space surrounding the neighborhood. Approximately 100 miles of trails have been made available to the community and the public at large. And this is with the trail system improving and expanding as Avamore continues to grow. If you are wanting to chat and you are thinking about moving here and you want to take that next step, people call and text and email all the time. I'm hopping on a Zoom call right after this. If you want to chat, I can be your guide. So feel free to reach out anytime, days, nights, or weekends. I would love to connect with you. When I hear from you guys, one thing I've continually heard is that people want a sense of community and they want to feel like they're a part of something. They don't want to feel like they're just buying into something and everybody does their own thing and they're going to feel like they're an island. That's what's unique about Avamore, is they are designing against that. And that is one thing that might make you consider putting Avamore on your list of things to check out when you come visit. Avamore wants to be a place that celebrates the individual while also inspiring a sense of community. The expansive community center and vibrant Main Street play host to concerts, sporting events, and holiday festivals. In Avamore, you'll be just as close to that central area and the city and events as you are to nature, which could give some of you what you're looking for. I want to have access to the outdoors, but I don't want to do it at the expense of a long commute or being away from everything or everybody. I think Avamore is on track and is doing just that, and they're doing a great balance of those two coming together. So again, if you're considering moving to Boise, maybe you have thought about Avamore, maybe you have thought about Avamore, maybe you haven't. But again, my goal with these videos is to help put things up on your list and or take things off your list. So if you've already considered Avamore and you're like, you know what, I saw some more of it, I don't like it, great, let's get it off your list. If you haven't considered it, let's put it on the list and let's deep dive into that a little bit more. With new homes starting in the 600s, affordable HOAs fees, and access to top-rated Eagle, Idaho schools, Avamore is / could be the perfect place to call home for you. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I plan on doing more videos about Avamore to deep dive into it more, to again help you guys go down that rabbit hole of, do I want to live in Avamore? Do I want to check it out when I come travel there? If you guys are looking for more videos to watch, go ahead and check those videos out right there. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching these videos, and I will see you in the next one.